Shalom, shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites coming in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, also known as Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures. All right, to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and trying to edify y'all and bring you back to your tower, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, which means He exists, the ancient Hebrew, and His only beloved begotten Son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, but before we start this lesson, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. A double honor to the elder apostles, great millstone, our teachers. Shalom to the brothers out there pushing the truth and all righteousness and sincerity. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad, being grafted in under the obedience of this truth through the spirit of faith. So just another day in Babylon the Great, man. Just another day in this fucking cesspool of a place. All right, just trying to do our best, man, maintain our faith and keep our head up, man, especially in times that we're in. All right, but as we know, the ministry centers around prophecy. All right, that's what we're gonna bring to you today to free out about my side and Lord willing to be edifying.
Isaiah 14, verse 1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
And this right here is prophecy, man, concerning what's going to take place. Once Esau, Edom, and his kingdom is brought down. It says scripture say that the Lord is going to have mercy on Jacob, but that's talking about the elect of Jacob, man. Jacob, his name was later changed to Israel after he wrestled with the angel of the Lord, and Jacob ultimately bare 12 sons, making the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. But again, only a remnant going in return that the Lord Yahweh Bashma is going to have mercy on, starting with 144,000 men and the 1/3 men, women, and children. All right, that's who He's going to have mercy on.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. Right. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for servant and for handmaid, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass.
That was heavy, man. This is the prophecy that's going to come to pass. All right, that's what you say in Ezekiel 12 chapter. I'm the Lord, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. All right, and this right here builds our faith. Because right now, you know what I'm saying. Right now we're servants. Right now we're slaves. All right, we're not. We're yet to be kings, Lord willing. People be numbered amongst that number. But right now, we still have to work a job. We still have to, pay bills. We still have to have, worries about certain things. I was going to come a time where we're going to rule over our oppressors. For certain, they're going to be handmaids and servants, attending and getting everything that we want at the drop of a hat, even faster than that. You got
This is verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Right, and that right there, it says, and it shall come to pass, and it's going to happen. That the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to give us rest from our sorrow. When you go into that word sorrow, it goes into distress, and anguish. That's ultimately, the condition that we're in, being at the bottom, being the lowest of the low. What I'm saying? Especially being in these chains of darkness. All right? You see, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to give us rest from all of our sorrow and all the hard bondage where we were made to serve. We were ultimately put into bondage, and we were scattered throughout the four ends of the earth because of the disobedience of our forefathers. You're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Ultimately brought us, here, which had curses put upon us. One time. When you go and do Deuteronomy 28 chapter, you can read all about the curses. All right. See, but these nations are going to be under our feet here too. We're not going to have to go wake up in the morning and go serve Esau, and work for him just so that we can be able to be sustained. These nations are going to be submissive unto us, and everything that they have, their riches, their wealth, is going to be transferred to us.
But this is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 22. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. And that's going into, again, the brother was talking about how, ultimately the reason, going into Baruch, man, Baruch really touches on that, man. For the simple fact that we're in this captivity because of we have gone off, because we sinned against our, our power, man, because we committed spiritual fornication, man. serving these other gods, falling in the ways of the heathen, man. So we were put in this captivity, man. Really, if you go into Judges talks about the many different captivities that we went in because of, how we fell off, or strayed away from our power, man. We came into a land and learned the ways of that same heathen, man. And we ultimately got punished for it, man, by our power, man. Yahweh Bashim outside. Then he put us in captivity, man. And then we would remember who we are and then come out. Do the same thing and go into captivity, remember who we are, come out. But now, this is the worst captivity that we've ever been in, man. This is the longest and the most brutal captivity that we've ever been in. Well, now it's come to time, where it says what? Then shall they bethink themselves in the land of the captivity. We're bethinking ourselves in the land of our captivity, and now we're coming to this beautiful gospel, which is letting us know, hey, we're no more going to be carried away, man. Right. We're coming to a point where Yahweh Bashim Shah is going to raise up the elect, destroy 2/3, and the elect are going to rule. We're not, as it says in Deuteronomy 28, man. We're the tail, and Esau, Edom, these other nations, they're the heads, man. Starting with Esau, they're the heads, man. But Yahweh Bashim Shah said what, man? That's going to switch. That we're going to be the head, man. So I'll read this again. Lamentations 4:22 says the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. We're talking about the Israelites, man. Coming to the point where, hey, man, this captivity, when really the mental captivity that we were in, the bands and cords that were upon us are mentally are now broken, man. But there's going to come a time where we're going to be out of this physical captivity, and that's when Yahweh comes, man. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. So we're not, hey, man, after this captivity is done, when Yahweh comes in that great glory, hey, we're not going to go into captivity ever again, man. We're literally going to be on top forever, as it says in Daniel 7:18, man. The saints shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, man. So there's no way that we're ever going to fall off, man. We're never going to be put on bottom, man. Even the 2/3 that come back to the loins of the elect, hey, they're never going to go off again either, man. They're going to get their fucking judgment, but guess what? They're never going to go off either, man. They're not, even though they're following the ways of the heathen now, hey, it says all Israel shall be righteous, man. Right. So even the 2/3 are going to come back through the loins of the elect into the kingdom, man, and they're never going to be in captivity ever again, man. I'll finish it off. It says, he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. And that really is, hey, man. It's not just Esau, Edom that the Lord Yahweh outside is gonna put judgment upon, man. He's gonna judge all the heathens, man. And all the heathens are gonna go into captivity under us, man. That's right, man. Go to me again. That says let's read the top of that real quick again. It says what is the iniquity is accomplished, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished. This is Lamentations 4:22. It says the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
That's a beautiful precept, man. All right, it's a beautiful scripture because we weren't put into captivity for no reason, man. And the brother's about to get that. You guys said.
This is Luke 4:6. Ye were sold to the nation, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahweh to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemy, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh.
Right, man. We weren't sold to the nations and scattered amongst the world, for our destruction. All right, but that was the punishment that we had to bear. All right, so us being in the state that we're in, in the condition that we're in, is because we were disobedient, serving other gods, following the ways of the heathen. Jeremiah the 10th chapter goes on through that. Follow not the customs of the heathen, for the traditions of them are vain. So we're out to follow Yahweh Bashim outside, and doing that, we're gonna be put back on top. Where we were destined to be. All right, but we had to serve our punishment.
Yeah. Because ultimately, again, we're coming out of that. Man. That's right. We're coming out of, just by us, ultimately waking up to the truth, man. We're coming out of that state. We're coming out of that, that cursed state, man. We're still under the curse, we're still in this captivity, but we're seeing that rise of the kingdom, man. It says, but the kingdom is within you, man. And the kingdom is being built up, and the destruction of this place is being, it's being fulfilled, man. Those places, spiritually getting destroyed before it physically gets destroyed, man. So we're being spiritually built up before the kingdom is physically built up. You know what I mean? And when that time comes, if I be going before I grab, can you grab Revelation 20 or Revelation 21 and read verses 4 and 5? Because again, this is what we're coming to. We're waking up in order to receive this, where we're not gonna have to be in this state of fucking weeping and mourning and of a contrite spirit always, man. We don't that right there. Yes, we want to be in a contrite spirit so that way we can be nigh unto the Most High, but we don't want to be in that spirit for life, for forever, man. That's not the end goal, and the end goal is this right here. Can you read that?
This is Revelation 21:4. And it says, and Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Shall wipe away all tears. Meaning what, man? We're in tears right now. We're crying until Lord Yahweh making these video epistles by coming out here to the highways and byways. Hey, some brothers again, like I said, man, some brothers might go into the actual closet, not physically, but they go into their own space, praise Yahweh outside, and some brothers might weep, man. We're in that sorrowful spirit, man. We're in that crying and mourning state, man.
It says, and Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Right.
And there shall be no more death.
Right.
Neither sorrow.
Right.
Nor crying.
Right.
Neither shall there be any more pain.
Right.
For the former things are passed away.
Right. And those former things is exactly what he read before that, man. That pain, that sorrow, that weeping, But this is the state that we're in right now, man. But Yahweh outside said, what? He's gonna take away all those things, man. And they're gonna be as former things, man. Let me see. But yeah, man, and that's real heavy, and that's beautiful because when the scriptures tell you, wherefore come for one another, we read these things right here. We're not gonna be in this state forever, man. Like Yahweh Shai is gonna take us out of that fucking state, and I got a precept to that, man. This is Isaiah 65 in verse 18. It says, "But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. Behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy." Because at one point Jerusalem, was a place and a people, man. But now it's a people, man. That place is destroyed. Yahweh outside is gonna come do away with those motherfuckers, man. When you read in Revelation 21, starting at the top, it tells you what, man. You're in a new city, that great city, Jerusalem, coming down from the heavens. That's the people, man. It's talking about the elect. Yeah, man. So and that's what's gonna happen, man. They're gonna go from that sorrowful to joyous state, man. It even tells you right here when you read it. I'll read it again. "But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy." They're going to be in a joyous spirit. It says, "And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying." Why? Because Yahweh to take that away from us and put us in a state of joy, put us in a state of rulership, put us in a state of authority. It says, verse 20 says, "There shall no more thence an infant of there shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die in 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed," man. Meaning what, man? These motherfuckers are gonna be put to death, and we're not gonna sit here and have to deal with all this disease, man. You're 50 years old. That was beautiful. You're 50 years old, but you didn't have all these fucking diseases, and you die of these diseases, or a fucking child don't get to fucking live, fucking past 3 or 4, man. Right. We're not gonna see that shit no more, man. It's gonna be immortal. Literally.
No more death. Can you imagine no more death? You know what I'm saying? No more death. No more pain. You stub your toe, that shit hurts, man. You know what I'm saying? You physically have mental pain. You get spiritual pain. Right now, you're supposed to say that the spirit maketh, cries that we cannot utter. That's Romans 8th chapter. Because our spirits are crying to the Lord daily, and even more sleep. Our spirits want
they shall build houses and inhabit them. They shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. And that's beautiful because Deuteronomy 28 tells you what, man, that we're gonna go to our enemies and want of all things, you know. And on top of that, hey, we we sit here, you know, like I said, you shall build a house and shall not inhabit them. You know, you shall plant vineyards and shall not eat fruit of them. You know, as it says in Deuteronomy, you can go read Deuteronomy, man. You know, that's a curse, but it's telling you right here, we're not going to be under those curses no more, man. And we're seeing the start of that right now, man. How about outside is broken that mental hold that they have on us, and soon he's gonna break that physical hold that they have on us, man. Right. And we're gonna be put on top. They're gonna be put in chains and fetters of iron, man. Right. You know, that's gonna be completely removed away from us, man. We're gonna be able to eat real. It says right now we're eating defiled bread, man. Right. We're not gonna eat that shit no more, man. They're gonna eat that fucking shit. They're gonna eat defiled bread. I mean, we're not going to physically do it, but guess what? We're going to take all their food, because that's unrighteous, man. We're going to take all their food that they defiled, and we're going to store it, and they're going to have to eat that shit until that shit's fully gone, because they ain't going to eat of this good shit. Fuck that shit. You gonna eat the fruit of what you fucking made, man. Fuck that motherfucking shit, man. I'm not eating that shit. You gonna eat that shit. Yahweh outside is going to renew this earth, and it's going to bring forth fruit again. Real good fruit. You know? Good vegetables, man. And we're going to eat of that. We're gonna really be healthy. The water is gonna be water again, man. It's not gonna be fucking, fucking basically, air. You know, air. I mean, besides breathing, air don't have no benefits, man. And the water that we fucking drink, the water that we fill our fucking canteens with, hey, that shit. The brother brought me, a little while ago, talking about what they do a thing called reverse osmosis, and reverse osmosis means what? They're taking all the nutrients out, man. They're taking all the nutrients, the minerals, they're taking all that shit out, man. Why the fuck would you take that shit out? That shit benefits you, man.
There's like certain ways you do it too. Like you can do it, and if you help the water, but the way they do it, they take all the nutrients. Like they'll take, because usually like a pH of water is like an 8.0 to like 8.5 to 9 is like good water. And they'll take water that has a pH and like what's really from like anything below an 8, say like a 6, 7, even like a 3 is like real toxic water. And they'll take like a pH 2.0 water, 3. And then they'll take all the nutrients out, and then they'll put their, modified nutrients in, and then they'll make it seem like it's still water, but it's modified.
You know, right? And we're coming to a time where all that shit's being done away with. Yahweh outside is literally of their wretched ass water. He's making it a famine of their water.
Yeah.
Yahweh outside don't want us to drink that shit in the first fucking place. So what is he doing? He's taking their water away. You know? Which, hey, that's beautiful, man. It's like there's a famine of food. He's taking that nasty ass food away, man. You know? Fuck it. I'll watch him outside destroying everything that's going to be here, man. You know? Or I'll keep reading. I got a couple more. There's like 3 more verses on here. Or 4 more. Verse 22. Yeah, verse 22. It says, "They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are, the days of my people and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands." Now you look at some trees, man. When you cut them trees down, you look at the rings. You got trees that are hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years old, man. You know? Hundreds. He says that's going to be our life, man. Right? And even more, because trees die. We're not going to, man. We're going to be put in immortal bodies, man, those celestial bodies, man. So we're going to be a lot older than these trees. But that's a great comparison, man. Because trees, hey, you look at some trees been here 500-600 years, man. And been through the weathers and shit, man. Been through the rulership that haven't even been touched, And that's beautiful, man. Verse 23 says, "They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth trouble, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them, man." So we're blessed, man. Just to be a fucking Israelite. Hey, we're blessed, man. Because we're the chosen Yahweh outside, man. And the Lord Yahweh outside is going to come raise up his chosen, man. Because again, right now, we're in the state of trying our best to follow the law, statutes, and Yahweh outside. What did he say? Deuteronomy 28. He said, what? If you hearken, then he's going to do what, man? He shall raise us up and put us up very high. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these Christian pastors aren't going to tell you that. Man. They're not going to tell you that the nation of Israel is going to be put back on top. They're just telling you everybody's going to be saved. Jesus Christ is going to come with open arms and blue ribbons and shit, man. You know, he's going to be flinging them around like a damn ballerina. You know, that's just not scriptural. 28.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power.
Which is what we're starting to do right now, man. Like we're starting to take heed to the words of the Lord Yahweh outside, man. You know. So what's next? You read,
To observe to do all his commandments,
right?
Which I command thee this day,
Right.
That the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Isn't that what we're going into?
Right.
Isn't that what we're going into right now?
We're going
That the
into.
Lord Yahweh is going to set us on high
That's right.
above all nations of the earth. Right. Hey, I got a preset before I got.
Yeah.
You know, hey, the Spirit's on me, bro.
Get it.
Because this right here, you know, that goes right into, you know, that goes right into what we're talking about, man. Where's Mike at? Where's Mike? Where's Mike?
Where Mike at?
Right here. I got Micah chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, but in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountain, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and the people shall flow unto it. That right there is Deuteronomy 28 and 1. When we take when we take heed to these words, the Lord Yahweh is gonna lift us up, man. You know, and he said right here, he said that the mountain of the Lord Yahweh, you go into that word mountain, it goes to what? Government, man. You know, so the government, starting with 144,000, is going to be exalted above every hill, every mountain, man. Which means what? Above all nations, as the brother just read in Deuteronomy 28. Chills, bro. Hey, this is heavy, man, because this right here is something that we're looking forward to, man.
Right.
We're looking forward to being lifted up, man. Lord will part the elect, man. You know?
Right.
And I'm going to read a little bit more. It says, verse 2, it says, and many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, man. You know, so, hey, we're going to be ruling these motherfuckers, man. They're going to be bowing down to us, man. You know? It's going to be a crazy sight, man. That's something that, hey, that's something that we're looking forward to, man, because we've been in captivity for so fucking long. 2/3 of our people are got that Stockholm syndrome, man. But we ain't on that shit, man. We don't like these motherfuckers, man. We don't love these motherfuckers. As it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7, it says what, man? You know, Solomon said, what? I have seen servants upon horseback and princes walking on foot. You know? So we're fucking princes, man. We're kings and princes. You know? Yasharallah it means what, man? Prince of the power, man. You know? We're Yasharallah, man. Prince of the power, man. And we're in captivity. We're walking on fucking foot, and these nations are over us. But that shit's coming to a fucking end, man.
That's that right there. You know, these things should give you hope, man. Right? You know, we're saved by hope, man, and that's all we have is our faith in these prophecies. It's our faith in Yahweh Basmi al It says, "He that is faithful, you know, will do it, man." Don't be paraphrasing, man. See, so that's why, or it says, no, it's in Hebrew. It says, he that promises faithful. And these are promises, man. This is going to happen. Like I said, it shall come to pass. You know, prophecy. You know, again, it's at the forefront of this ministry. You guys, in the back of the brother, man.
This is Zephaniah 3 and 19, which backs up the brother right here. It just says, behold, at the time I will undo all that afflicted thee.
Ooh, hold on. Let's break that down. Let's break that down. Hey, we're gonna have to break that down. It says undo all that have afflicted us, man. Who the hell is afflicting us, man? Who the hell is over us, man? Who's beating our fucking backs in? Who the hell is telling us that we fucking work months on end, no fucking breaks, and we motherfucking all of a sudden we get sick. Now we fired because we didn't got sick, but we don't work 3 fucking months straight, no fucking days off. Working, building this wicked ass fucking queendom, and you telling me that you gonna fucking fire me because I missed 1 day? That's an affliction, man. And who's doing that, man? Who's the one that's setting up that fucking that little policy? You missed one day. Or hey man, attendance is key. Motherfucker, I've been here for 3 fucking months. I've been working my ass off for 3 fucking months. You gonna fire me because I missed one day? And you miss, really what you're doing is you firing a fucking person for stop being your slave for 1 fucking day. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. So you gonna fire? That's an affliction right there, man. We go through that shit all the fucking time, every fucking day, man. We go through like this brother, man. He was at the same job for 4 fucking years and got no raise, no fucking raise. Working around Edomites the whole fucking time. Come on, man. What kind of shit is that, man? Getting no fucking raise, man. Hell, man. You only get $1 or 2 above fucking goddamn minimum wage, man. Been there for 4 fucking years, man. Get the fuck out of here. What kind of shit is that, man? The Most High is gonna undo all that, and we ain't even named not even a fucking a billionth of the affliction that we're going through every day, man. Not even a billion.
If y'all are in the right mentality, y'all can relate. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, that's why it says set a mark upon them that sign that cry.
We sighing and crying.
It's all good, man. You know, it's the spirit. You know, like it says in Luke the 18th chapter, so the most High shall surely avenge his elect and cry day and night unto him. He's gonna avenge them speedily. You know, that's what we're getting ready to see happen. He's gonna avenge us of all the things that happen to us now with these nations, found with Esau, Edom, all right, which is the current ruler that's over us. Man. Damn devil, you can Satan himself. Satan himself.
This 3 and 19.
Hey man, I love these. I love scriptures like this, man. Because hey, this lifts us up, man.
Let it come out, brother.
This lifts us up because
calm,
hey, when earlier today, hey, me and the brother, we woke up, man. Fucking hey, man, having to wake up in this fucking wicked ass retro, like the brother said, a cesspool of a queendom, man.
Yeah, right.
We didn't want to wake up. Now one of us wanted to wake up this fucking morning in this goddamn queendom, man. But you know what? Hey, you know we were going. That's the spirit too, because the brother had a different lesson on his mind, man. And then on the way here, we were listening to another brother, man, and he was preaching some beautiful words. And what happened? The spirit of Yahweh outside life came up in us, man.
Yeah.
And now look, hey man, we weren't this energetic right before.
Yeah, we were tired,
hey, man. We were dragging ass. Now all of a sudden, hey man.
Get through the day.
Come on, man. We were dragging. This flesh was dragging, and now you know what's happening. Our spirit is dragging this flesh, man.
Yeah.
Right. Come on, man. Our spirit is the one that's in control, man. Not our fucking flesh, man. Because that was the lesson that we were gonna go into, man. How the spirit and the flesh warred against another, man. Hey, these things, these scriptures, man. They're something else, man. And nobody else was giving these things except for Israel, man. And that's beautiful, man.
Right. This hey, for any of y'all that in any of these 12 tribes, man, this is talking about y'all, man.
Right. So-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called natives.
That's right. This isn't for everybody, man. This book is for the children of Israel, man. Whom the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to come and redeem. The elect that return. Because not all of Israel is returned, man. And that's prophecy too. That the remnant shall return, man. Matter of fact, bro, can you get that real quick before we go into this? Oh, you good? Because that's heavy, man. Was that Isaiah 10?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're seeing, man. We're seeing the awakening of our people. And there's a lot of Israelites out there that know they're Israelites, and they don't really care because they don't understand these scriptures, and that understanding is only given to the elect. All right, to fully grasp onto what's coming, and to continue. And there's nothing wrong with looking at these prophecies and motivating you. It should motivate you to want to do better. Like, man, I want to experience that.
Go right into that.
You don't get it, bro.
All right, I'm gonna start at verse 20. This is Isaiah 10 in verse 20. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob." Now, going into what it means to be escaped is, guess what? The bonds and bands that this world has upon our minds. Hey, we escaped from that, man. We've escaped from this style of living, man. Which really this ain't living. This is dying.
Yep.
We look around, hey, everything's fucking dying. There's a tree right here that ain't got no fucking leaves on it.
It's dead.
It's fucking dead, man.
Dead.
So everything in this fucking kingdom is dying, man.
And that's the spirit too, because it's America, Babylon the Great is referred to as the valley of the shadow of death.
Oh, fuck,
death,
man.
man.
Hey, the spirit is coming out like mud.
Death here, man. This right here This right is the
Right
Cat
here.
Williams.
Yeah, Cat Williams. Hey, this right here. You know, it is. You mean I'm gonna hit it and die?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, you in this, bro? You gonna die?
You gonna
That's
die,
right.
man.
You know what I mean? This
That's
shit is
right.
crazy, man. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna start from the
You
top
got it, you
again,
got
man. Verse 20 it says, "And it shall come to pass in that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth." Ooh, that's heavy, man. Because hey, we're not gonna be in this kingdom no more, man. We're not gonna be under the hands of these damn devils no more, man.
That's right.
They're gonna be in our hands, man. You know, is the verse 21 says, "The remnant shall return, even in the remnant of Jacob unto the Most High. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness."
Right, that remnant is those, and that prophecy is taking place right before our eyes.
Right before our eyes.
Yahweh Shai told us, he told his disciples in Matthew 24th chapter that, once this gospel of the kingdom is preached, throughout the four ends of the world for a witness to all nations, then shall the end come. And part of that gospel, part of this truth is the awakening of our people, man, of the remnant of Yahweh Bashim, the remnant of Israel coming back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, truth and sincerity, man, the true worship. All right, you got it.
Yeah.
This is Zephaniah 3 and 19.
3:19.
Yeah, 3:19.
Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted and gather her that was driven out. I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
Start
Put
from
to
the top of
shame.
the-
Yeah,
that's
bro,
heavy, yeah,
that's
top.
heavy, man.
Bring it out.
Hey.
It's like,
Zephaniah 3 and 19. Behold, at that time I will undo that all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted and gather her that was driven out.
just right there, pause. Yeah, scriptures talk about how Israel is likened unto a comely and delicate woman. All right, so when it says he's going to gather her that was driven out, who has been scattered throughout the four ends of the world? That's the Israelites, man. When Yahweh Shai comes to even talk about how he's going to send his angels to gather his elect from the four ends of the earth. And Lord willing, we'd be numbered amongst that number. So when it says he's going to gather her that's driven out, that's referring to the remnant of Israel.
And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time I will bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh.
Man, that's beautiful, man. Basically, as we read in Lamentations 4 and 22, man. He shall no more carry us away into captivity, man. But I got a precept going into where it says, man, basically they shamed our name, man. They afflicted us. It goes right here. This is Romans chapter 9, and I'll just hit the point, verse 25. It says, and he saith also in Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. Because at this time, we weren't called the children of the Most High, man. Our name was being put to shame and drugged through the mud by us being called niggers, spicks, every fucking proverb and byword that they can think of, man. Porch monkeys, coons, we were called everything other than the children of the Most High, man. But Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to do away with that, do away with all those fucking names, and he's going to give us a name and a praise and fame in every land, man, which he's gonna bring us back, which we're seeing that right now. He's bringing back that name, Yasharallah, man, the Prince of the Power. Bro, look, I got chills.
Oh,
I got chills, bro. Hey, because that's powerful, man. That's heavy. This right here, hey, man, this lesson right here, hey, I know, hey, Lord, this gonna touch many minds, man. Because this right here, this is what we're looking forward to, man.
Right.
Is to come about that fucking wicked ass goddamn fucking flesh fucking names that we got, this fucking wicked ass queendom, and we're gonna be put on high, man.
Right.
Well, we're gonna be put on high, and all these nations, as we read in Micah chapter 4, man, all these nations are gonna draw unto us, man. You know, I got Isaiah 61. You got or Isaiah 60.
Can you start at that 20th verse one more time?
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Zephaniah 3 and 20. At that time, I will bring you again. Even in the time that I gather you, I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh.
Make it fame and praise in every land. When you go into that word fame, I believe it goes into how people, like it goes, the definition is people, talking of notable achievements accomplished and acts that were accomplished. And they're gonna be looking at us like, man, like how did these men make it out of, like it says in Revelation, how did who are these that came out of so great of tribulation? And then they're gonna be talking about the salvation as it says in Jeremiah 16th chapter, 14th chapter, where it says, they shall no more say that you are the children of Israel who live out the land of Egypt, you are the children of the Most High that was delivered out the North Country. If you paraphrase it, they're gonna be talking about that salvation all eternity, man.
Hey man. when we walk by, man, we're gonna glow, and we're gonna have such a powerful presence on us. People, you know what I mean? They're gonna be, there he goes. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. Oh, hey, that's this, that's so and so that that overcame. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? They're gonna be literally whispering about us, man. Right in front of us.
Because they're gonna there's Yahweh side.
Yeah, man.
That's how I say it. Like,
hey, there goes Elijah. There goes this. There goes that. Hey, man, they're gonna fucking worship the very ground that we walk on.
Yeah, even said they're gonna lick at the dust off our feet.
Yeah, man. It's and not just regular all the nations, man. That goes right in. That goes right in. Isaiah 60 and I'll start at verse 13. It says, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
When you go into the chapter, it goes into the judgment of all these other nations that's ultimately going to come when we get exalted, man. They're going to be abased. All their wealth, all their riches, all their lands is going to be given into our hands, and Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is going to give it unto us.
Verse 14, it says, the son also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
It says all the sons that afflicted thee to come bending the knee. They're gonna, what I'm saying, when you come up to a king, we see the movie, they ultimately bend the knee. If they bow down their head, that's what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
Woo! Hey, that's why, man. You know what I'm saying? Of us being where we're at in this time, the end, and we understand all the things coming on earth, like the famines, the plagues, the pestilence, the earthquakes, upwards of the people, protests, the jab mandates leading up to the MOTP and our conviction. Hey, man, this right here should boost your faith because we see these things come to pass. Meaning, we know this is for sure going to happen.
Right.
Whether we'll be elect, we don't know. We pray and hope that we are, especially you brothers out there, you sisters. But this is going to happen for the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, man.
Right.
And these other nations are going to see it, they're going to bend the knee. They're not even going to look in the eye. They're going to come bending the knee. They're going to repeat the last, like I said, they that despise me.
Yeah, it says, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Right, man. They're not gonna be calling us, bywords. They're not, because that was a curse that we're under. They were still under that, man. You see certain clips where Jake being stores, and you still got Esau calling them a nigger, a stick, this, that, and the third. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen no more, man. They're gonna call us by rightful name.
Mm-hmm.
You continue on that.
Verse 15, it says, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
Right, man. Matter of fact, can you hold that? You grab that real quick.
This is Isaiah 49 and 23. It says, and kings shall be thy name. Okay. Verse 22. Like Isaiah 49, verse 22 says, thus says the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. Behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried up on their shoulders.
Right, man. Just like you see in movies too. I'm saying movies, it's just so you can get a visual. You know what I'm saying? When you see how kings are carried, and they might have like a son or kids, and they'll have servants carrying them up in the air, and they're not even walking. That's what we're gonna have, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have servants and handmaids. When you consider a servant, that's somebody who serves you. Just as we're servants to Yahweh Bashim outside, we serve him by you know what I'm saying, by doing the things we have to do, by praying, by fasting, by doing this work. You know, so these nations, they're gonna serve us. You know, you continue on with that.
And it says, verse 23, it says, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Wow, man, that gave me goosebumps, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That gave me goosebumps. Hey, they shall not be ashamed that wait for me, man. We'll wait for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because he's gonna do these things for us, man. Hey, these nations are gonna know that that the Lord does not love them, man. And it just you know, even in the kingdom, you know, they're gonna be subject under us. The Lord's not gonna change. He's not gonna all say you know what, you know, I do care about these nations. And no, he cares for his people.
Right.
That's who he's raising up.
Right.
You know, that's who he's gonna exalt, man.
Because going back, you know, like I said, you know, the Lord Yahweh Shema is going to cause an eternal excellence.
Yeah.
You know, I got this right here. This is Zechariah, starting in chapter 8, and I started verse 3. I'm going to jump around a little bit. Verse 3, you know, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, I am returned unto Zion. And we're seeing that. Wow. He gave us his name. He gave us his name. He returned us back to the Lashon Kadash, the holy language, which will be what? You know, Hebrew, man, ancient Hebrew. He returned us back to our heritage, man. He completely turned us back to our heritage, man. Mm-hmm. It says, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain, man. You know? We're going to be that holy mountain, man, starting with his men, the 144, well, starting with Yahushai, then King David and the 144,000, man. We're going to be that holy city of truth, you know? It says, I'll drop down to verse 11. It says, but now I will not be unto thee unto the residue of this people, as in the former days, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel, for the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due, and I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all these things, man. So Yahweh Bashim Shai is saying what? He's going to have the remnant of his people to possess all things. That's right. Literally, I'm going to read it again. It says, verse 12, Zechariah 8 and 12, for the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give her their due, and I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all these things. Hey, man, we're going to possess everything, man. Yeah. Everything.
Like it says, Revelation 21 and 7, he that overcometh shall inherit all things. You know, that goes into everything, man. There's things that we haven't even seen that has never been made manifest on this earth that we're going to receive, man.
Right.
It's going to be, the things we're going to get from Yahweh Bashim outside just because we're serving him and trying our best. Hey, man, it's almost like we're pulling over one on the Lord. But you know what I'm saying? This is not for everybody, you know?
Yeah, I just want to continue this. Because as I said, you know, he will make us an eternal excellence, you know? And then going into what we're reading, hey, the Lord Yahweh Shema is going to make us possess everything, man. Even the fucking evil. You know? Because that right there, you know, I can't remember who said it, but says I think it was one of the Rockefellers or something. He said, what? True wealth is having slaves, man. You know, the elder Apostle Bar constantly talks about it, man. Having true wealth is you having slaves, man. You know, and we're gonna have slaves. The nations are gonna be our slaves, man. Right? You know. And if I may continue on this, it says, "Thou Isaiah 65, Isaiah 60 and verse 16 says, Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, am thy Savior, and the Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob." You know what, man? we're gonna possess these. Yeah, we're gonna take these motherfuckers into captivity, you know, and we're gonna take all their shit.
All of it.
We're gonna take all their shit. Hey, every last thing, you know, these damn devils. Hey, man, like it says in I think it's no, it's Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 18 where it says what? Neither their gold nor their silver shall save them in that day. They gonna motherfucking try and please, they're gonna try and have gold bars in their hand, trying to. And I'll give you this if you just say, motherfucker, that's mine anyway.
You gonna take it anyway.
That shit. Motherfucker, I'm gonna snatch that shit and I'm gonna snatch your motherfucking head. Hey, you know how, you know how fucking Lala she sit there, she'll snatch your forehead.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna snatch your motherfucking ass. Bow, bitch, get in captivity. Motherfucker, I'm gonna snatch your shit. Ha! You know what I mean?
To snatch his ass up.
Nigga, you get snatched up.
And that's what's beautiful too. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mentioned this, you know, pretty frequently recently, how, you know, we're Israelites, man. You know, this is our promise, whether we be the elect or not. Well, whether we are be those first fruits. But the point is, I'm trying to make is that these other nations, man, they have nothing to look forward to but captivity. You know, you know what I'm saying? They have nothing to look forward to but hardcore bondage, just as we serve. You know, they're gonna be slaves, man. It's not light. They're gonna have to go through some of the. Hey, man, it's gonna be.
I'll continue on this. Just two more verses. It says, verse 17, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness, man. So we're gonna get abundance everything, and we're gonna get the best of everything. Man. You know, we're not gonna have no weak ass fucking shit. Not this feeble ass fucking fly shit.
Remember, King Solomon. There was the brothers that talked about, you know, the point in time when he was eating on that fly pool, like on his fork, the golden fork.
Yeah,
and he threw it, or it might have been the whole plate. And he threw it in the fire.
Yeah, because at that point it's fucking defiled, man.
And that's
that
gold. You know, we're gonna be like, you know, fuck it.
Well, it even said that there was silver as stones in the, you know what I mean? Right, so hey, they had an abundance of everything, man. What did that fucking queen that came to the door when she knocked on the door? I think it was in Thomas David, but it might have been. I think it was in Thomas Solomon. Knocked on the door. It's lucky if I'm getting it mixed up. But knocked on the door, and the doorman opened the door, and he was arrayed in fucking silver and gold. Right. You know, just the fucking doorman was it was an array. You know, whether it's lucky again. I think it might have been in the time of King David, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, for those that know. But either way, you know, that's still an account that was in the scriptures, man. Yep. You know, come on, man. That's how it's gonna be for us, man. Hey, man, we're gonna look at gold. Hey, we're gonna look at this plate, and it's gonna be the best, you know, that we've ever seen, even in this world. You know, we're gonna toss that shit. Go get me a stone plate. You know what I mean, or whatever, however it may be, because we're gonna have abundance of everything, man. You know, and it's gonna be like nothing to us, man. You know, whereas these damn devils, they fucking they get cracked out over some gold, man. Even the slightest piece of gold, these motherfuckers, they get cracked out over some gold. Motherfucker, we gonna look at that shit and be like, man, I use that shit to wipe my ass. You know what I mean? You know, not to be prideful. We ain't gonna be prideful like that, but that's the thought that we're gonna have, man. You know, we're not gonna be prideful, but hey, we're gonna have so much abundance of where it's not gonna matter to us, man. You know, just keep reading the last verse. It says, "Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt be called the walls of salvation, thy gates praise."
There's not gonna be no more wars,
right?
Brothers about to get there. Isaiah 2:5.
Yeah, Micah 4.
There's not gonna be no more wars. There's not gonna be no more none of that, man. All these nations again, they're not even gonna have weapons, man. They're not gonna need them.
Oh, this is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 5. It says, "O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai."
I might have been thinking the one of Micah. You can get that one of Micah chapter. I don't know why I thought it was in Isaiah. If my phone dies, is that gonna mess it up at all?
I mean,
it wasn't really charged at all this morning, like I said. I think it's like on the last 2%. Well, willing.
This is Micah chapter 4. Yeah, Micah chapter 4 and verse. Start at verse 3. Yeah, Micah chapter 4. Micah chapter 4. And I'll start at verse 3. It says that he shall judge among my people and rebuke strong nations afar off. They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right, neither shall they learn war anymore. You know, all their weapons are gonna, all the things, the only things they're gonna have is, schools. They're not gonna have weapons. It's not gonna be no more wars. It's not gonna be no more, destruction on the land. You know what I'm saying? The world's gonna be in peace. You know, because the standard is gonna be set up in the earth. This word,
right?
This righteous. This is the only righteous thing in the world, man. Especially at times where it's the only righteousness in the whole world. And those that are following after, they're a little more in Isaiah 60.
No, that was it.
Can you get that in Psalm 47?
This is Psalm 47 and
Set up verse
Psalm 47 and 2 says, "For the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. Right? He shall subdue the people under us, and the nations under our feet."
He shall subdue the people under us, and the nations under our feet. Right? You see, in that day, man, you know what I'm saying? These nations are not going to be able to do what they want. If they want something, they're going to have to come to us. Everything's ours, man. Just as we have to go to Esau for the one of all things. Well, if they want something and they want to build, they're going to have to come to us, man.
Right. If I make quote, scripture tells me in Deuteronomy 30 and 7 that all these curses shall come upon our enemies. Man.
That's right.
And that's a curse to go to our enemies for wanting all things, man. Now Esau Edom, as it says, he was greatly displeased with us, but Esau forwarded our affliction. He did some unrighteous shit unto us, man, which wasn't a part of the curses. You know what I mean? He just did, because he's wicked, man. He was created to be wicked. So he did some unrighteous shit to us, man. Minus those unrighteous things, all the things that happened unto us is gonna come right back onto him, man.
Esau, he's a, I don't know how to code name that word. He's the alphabet person, man.
Yeah.
He loves to indulge in those things, and that goes completely against right. He goes completely against the law, man. We're not gonna be doing things like that, cutting off, a man's, privy part,
and then shoving it in his fucking mouth.
Right. Esau had pleasure in doing that, man. He had pleasure taking over these lands, man. And we're gonna have pleasure taking them right back.
That's right.
They're ours, man.
And you know what's gonna be greater is the Most High said, "What? Behold, I create a new heavens and a new earth." So this whole world is gonna be rejuvenated, man. Right. And I remember a while back, Elder Kazak said the world is gonna be big, because it's gonna get rejuvenated. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be, because like it says, the world becomes weaker through age, man. So this world was ultimately crumbling, man. When you look at fabric or you go into leather, what happens, man? Through age, it cracks and it gets smaller. You know what I mean? The life is ultimately drained out of it. That's what's happening. The world is gonna get rejuvenated. And it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be better. It's gonna bring forth more fruit, better trees. It's gonna be so much better, man. And we're gonna possess that. So you getting this shitty ass world, we're gonna get the best of everything. Right. Even the best of fucking air.
Even the animals. I believe there's a scripture in Isaiah where it talks about how the trees are gonna rejoice when this devil is brought down.
Right.
Even the trees are crying out to the Lord.
Yeah. It says, if I'm making a precept on that, that's going into I think Romans Romans 5th chapter where it says the whole creation groaning.
Oh yeah.
Because that let me get it. Because that's heavy, man. Because nobody wants this damn devil in rulership, man. Slocky, let me find it real quick, man. I think it's
Romans 8th chapter.
Oh, right here. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 19. It says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the Most High. Oh, right here, verse 22. It says, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. Right? So, hey, man, that whole creation is going into the plants, going into the animals, mainly us, you know. But yes, it's going into everything, man. You know, everything is a living organism here, man. Even the cement, man. You know, it's a living organ. All these, you know, everything is living. You know, everything is literally alive, man. You know, the air, the trees, water. You know, our clothes. You know, they look like inanimate objects, but hey, everything has a purpose, has a place, and has a position. You know, and everything plays that position in order of the Most High, man. You know, so everything's groaning, man. You know, everything, every single thing, the animals, us, the plants, the insects, everything is groaning because the wicked beareth rule, man. Right. You know. So when Yahweh Shai come and cast, when Yahweh Shai come and cast these motherfuckers down, like it says in 1 Corinthians 15, verse 24, he's gonna cast out all rule, power, and authority, which is Esau, Edom right now. You know, the wicked, the the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. Hey, when that motherfucker gets cast down, hey, everybody's gonna rejoice, man. Right. It says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. Not only the people, the animals, the plants, the grass, you know, the dirt, everything's gonna fucking rejoice, man. You know, because order is gonna be as we're seeing right now, order is being established back in the earth, man, by way of Yahweh Shai and his men.
Yeah, I will set you in order before your eyes.
Before thine eyes, man. You know,
right now.
The Most High is bringing order back to the family. The Most High is bringing order back to the world, and he's doing it by way of his men. You know, his men which are out here preaching this gospel, man.
Good news. That's what the gospel means. It means good news. And this is good news to those of you out there who have been endowed with faith, give faith, man. And now you're trying to do the best of your ability to please the Heavenly Father and Son, that you can be on good terms. So when all hell breaks in these days to come, you'll be protected. And when his son Yahweh Shai comes, you're not gonna be ashamed. You're not gonna be guilty. Fuck, man, I didn't do what I had to do. There's gonna be a lot of men. The people are gonna trip out when they see Yahweh Shai come. He's not coming as a man. He's coming with great power and great glory, man. All right, with thousands upon thousands and thousands of what the world calls UFOs. As we know, the chariots, how about outside, the chariots of Jacob, man, our salvation. All right. So when they see him come, they're gonna be terrified, man. It's gonna be a nightmare that you're not gonna be able to wake up out. People are gonna be banging their heads in the trees. People are gonna be running around trying to jump into brick walls. These elites are gonna go try to hide in the mountains. They're gonna escape the destruction just for the smoke to clear to go into captivity. You know, I just imagine seeing an elect man of the Lord, you know, and you know, just hey, we're gonna look crazy, man. We're gonna be a supernatural beings, man, all powerful, invincible, immortal beings.
Right.
And you can only imagine what that's gonna look like, but imagine when it actually happens. You know? So you know, knowing that these nations are gonna be put under our feet, when you're under somebody's foot, it means you have no power. Right. Just as we're under the foot of our enemy Esau, Edom, damn devil, man. We don't have no power. That's why it says, whoo, that give you kills again. It says, you know, what is that, Zephaniah 19, as we read, that, you know, those that wait for me, we're waiting for Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and he's gonna help us, man. He's gonna exalt us, man, on a whole nother level that we can only imagine. You know, and our imagination, our brain capacity can only think to a certain level. All right. But the brains, the bodies and brains that we're gonna have, we're gonna be able to do anything. If you want to get Psalm 126, you got a precept?
Not yet. I'm getting
it. Yeah, Psalm 126. You can start.
Psalm 126.
This is Psalm 137 and verse 34. It's like Psalm 37 and verse 34. It says, "Wait on the Lord and keep His way, and He shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it."
Wow, can you read that again, bro? That's the spirit. That was heavy. That's the spirit of
heavy.
Yahweh Bashem shot right there,
Come
man.
on, man. You know, that's a beautiful precept, man. That's something that we earnestly look for. You know, it's Psalm 37 and verse 34. It says, "Wait on the Lord and keep His way, and He shall exalt thee to inherit the land. And when the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it."
Right, man. That, hey, scripture say, blessed the day that keeps his ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's a straight and there's a narrow path, and only one life. We already know what that path is, man. That's that straight and narrow path, is walking in this truth. All right, at the end of that path is eternal life. At the end of that wide and broad, which is walking according to the course of this world, doing the things of the world, being indulged in the world mentally, physically, and spiritually, then ultimately going to lead to death, man. You know? And then, hey, it said when the wicked get cut off, thou shalt see it, man. And we're going to be on them chariots, Lord willing, with the elect, man. We're going to be on them chariots looking down to destruction. You know? We're going to physically see them go from having this rule and having this, you know, having authority and power to them being complete slaves, man, in a twinkling of an eye. It's going to be that quick. This place is going to get destroyed in 1 hour from thermonuclear missiles, man. We're really going to see that transition, and it's going to blow our mind. You know, we're going to be full of so much joy to have just, you know, had mercy from Yahweh Messiah to be the elect, to be delivered from that destruction, and to see the downfall of our enemies. And that's one of the things the Most High counts a man happy, is to see the downfall of his enemies. And that's what we're seeing right now. You know, much more in the times to come. You got
This is Psalms 126, 1 at the top. When the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream.
We were like them that dream. When he turns back that captivity, again, he's gonna bring us out of this captivity, man. This is not. This, as a matter of fact, can you get before he continues on with that, can you get Jeremiah, I believe, 30th chapter, I believe the 10th verse. Jacob shall return and be in rest.
Okay. Jeremiah 30 and verse 10, it says, "Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid."
Man, when you go into that word be quiet, it means to be undisturbed, man. We're not going to be vexed no more by these damn people. All right, that's why it says, fear thou not, for I will save thee. Yahweh Bashem outside told us he would save us, man. He told us he would come get us out of this place if we did what we had to do. In Amos the 5th chapter, seek the Lord and live. But we're seeking the Lord, man. We're seeking him 10 times more because we were going astray before we came into this truth. But he brought us into this thing, man. He brought us into this light. You know what I'm saying? Now we're doing our best so that we can get to where we want to be, and that's in the kingdom. You know, and the nations being under us receiving those bodies, that's all just bonuses, man. You know, but the whole end goal in our mind is salvation. You know, and that's when Yahweh Shai is gonna come and deliver us from our captivity that we're in. Man. And again, man, you're not gonna get this truth anywhere else besides the men of the Lord. Nobody's gonna tell you these things. Man. You know, this is beautiful right here. This is spiritual. You know, this is the work of Yahweh Shai. You gotta go back to that.
Psalms,
That goes right to
Psalms 126 at the top. When the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream.
This is one big nightmare, man. And when the kingdom of heaven, man, we're gonna look back. Even that me and the brothers were stuck through the spirit last night. You know how even in the kingdom, which was a quote from Far Moth, beautiful brother, we subscribe to him. But nevertheless, that brother had made a statement how even, you know, there's some times in this kingdom where you're like, man, you know, I did have a good time with the brothers that one day, or, you know, me and my wife, you know, got a good terms on this day, we did this, that, and third, kids, whatever the case may be. But even in the kingdom, those, you know, not so bad times are going to seem like fucking nightmares, man.
Right.
You know, because when we're in the kingdom, we're going to see all the things that we've been missing out on, all the food that we didn't get to eat, all the life that we didn't get to enjoy. Right now, we're not enjoying life. You know, we're serving Yahweh Bashem Shai in hopes that we'll receive life, and that eternal life. You know, you got that.
Verse 2. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongues with singing.
Mm-hmm.
Then said they among the heathen, the Lord hath done great things for them.
Right.
The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad. Turn again our captivity, O Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh, as the stream in the south, that they sow in tears, they that sow in tears shall weep in joy.
Right now we're sowing in tears, man. And what? Yahweh Shemashah is gonna wipe away all them tears, man. We're gonna reap in joy.
Hey,
But right out, rejoice in that which I keep forever. We're gonna be rejoicing forever, man. You know, it's gonna be beautiful, man.
I got a precept. It goes right into it, man. I'm gonna start right here because it's talking about again putting these nations in captivity, man. This is Jeremiah 30 and 16. It says, "Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. All that prey upon thee will I give for a prey." I'm gonna be fucking these nations up. And here's the point, verse 17. It says, "For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tent, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof." It says, "And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry, and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small." Amen. The Lord Yahweh Shah, like it says, man, you know, the heathen are going to be saying about us, the Lord Yahweh Shah has done great things for us, man. And we're even going to be saying that, man. We're going to be saying that the Lord Yahweh Shah has done great things for us, man. You know, because Yahweh Shah, looking at the times that we're in, looking at, hey, we're going to get new bodies. The air is going to be different. Hey, man, the brother, you know, a while back even said, hey, man, we might even, there's a set feeling that is made for the time that the elect is, you know, put into power. There's gonna be a whole new emotion created for that right there.
Nobody's ever felt that emotion.
No one's ever felt that emotion.
It's almost gonna be like someone's gonna seem unreal.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna be like, whoa, like we just made it. We're on a chariot,
and that's gonna be like that's gonna be like a dream, man, because hey, man, we're gonna live forever, man. You know, we're gonna look back at this and look at what we got, and we're gonna like, damn, that was a crazy, scary ass dream, right? But we're gonna wake up to righteousness.
We're not gonna be looking at this place like, damn, I wish I could go to that liquor store on 22nd. You know what I mean? We're not gonna be thinking like that.
Right.
We're gonna be like, you know, we're gonna be so the things that we're gonna see, let alone receive. We're gonna be mesmerized, man.
Mesmerized.
And how about Shema Shai is gonna do these things, man?
Right.
That's
freaking nice.
It is. It really is.
And if you love this place, the love of the fall is not in you, man.
Right.
You know, you can't indulge too much in the things of this world and get caught up in the ways of it, because that ultimately leads to death, man. You know, when you get caught up in serving the Lord, you know what I'm saying, how about Shema Shai and balancing things out, then it starts to become, you start to unlock more of yourself, and then it becomes second nature. Then it comes to a point where you're just, you know, serving the Lord. You're like, oh, I gotta do this, that, and the third. You shouldn't be like that, man. We're fighting for a lot right now, man. We're not fighting for little things. You know, we're fighting for those incorruptible crowns. Again, the whole main goal is salvation. We want to be saved. We want to be protected in the time to come. And some brothers got families, man. You know, we're not just fighting for small things. There's a lot that's going to be given us, man. And it starts with that salvation, you know, which is the whole end goal.
Hey, man, even trillions upon trillions upon trillions upon trillions and bazillions of dollars in this world, nothing to be compared to what we're going to have.
It's nothing, man.
You know?
Nothing.
It's nothing. You know what I mean? And it's nothing, man. You know, it's not gonna be anything, man. You know, we're gonna look at trillions upon gazillions of dollars in this world. We're gonna look at that shit and be like, damn, this pocket change. You know, we're gonna be that well off, man. We're gonna be wealthy. And this world doesn't even know what that means. This world doesn't even know what wealth means. These damn devils, these elites, hey man, they have a glimpse of it, but they don't know. They at least don't know what true wealth is. We're gonna be wealthy, man, you know, and that's what we have to look forward to, man, you know. But like the Spirit had me bring out earlier, man. Wait upon the Lord, man, you know. And you do that by one, studying, man. You do that by turning to the Lord, man. You do that by watching these video epistles. You do that by ultimately holding fast to that faith, man. Holding fast to His word, man. That's how you wait upon the Lord, man. You don't just sit down twiddling your thumb. No, you're being active, man. You're actively seeking the Lord Yahweh outside, man. That's what you gotta do, man, in order to receive these things, man. You can't just sit down and fucking think the Most High is gonna hand it to you. You can't sit down and assume that you're gonna receive a gift. Hey, that gift is given to you unbeknownst, man. We didn't ask the Most High to give us the Spirit; He just gave it to us, man. You know. So this is something that and really it was because we're not like these motherfuckers out here, man. And we proved ourselves to not be like these motherfuckers out here. That's why He ultimately gave us the Spirit, man. He chose us; we didn't choose Him. So we were found worthy in His eyes to be given such a high and highly precious gift, man, such as faith, man, in this word. But you got to continue to prove yourself that you're worthy to hold fast to that in order to receive the kingdom, man.
Right. That's beautiful. But Spirit, you just said that because bro's about to bring it out. It's the scripture talk, man.
Oh.
That's why Hebrews says, let us labor, enter into that rest. Yeah. And again, this labor, it shouldn't, sometimes it's going to come to like, man, it's a lot on you. We're in this flesh. It is hard to bear that cross, but what scripture say, Yahweh Shai was an example of suffering in the flesh, man, that we should arm ourselves with the same mind and walk as He walked, man. So Yahweh Shai went through it. He said, I have overcame the world. To be of good cheer. I overcame the world, man. And that gives us hope right there, because if our Lord can do it, then that gives us motivation that we can do it as well through Him, right? We have Him on our side with us, man, every step of the way. But you got to be putting in that work, man. You got to be investing your time, your energy, your mind into this truth, and all you're gonna get is benefits, man. That's all you're gonna get is benefits from the Lord. There's gonna be times you get chastised, or you might catch hell, but that's part of the walk, man. That's that straight gate.
This is Hebrews 10 and 35. It says, cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which has great recompense of reward.
Hey, that confidence goes into what? Your faith, your belief, and your trust, man. So again, as it says in Revelation, hold fast to that which thou hast, man. Because you need that faith. Hebrews 11 and 6 says, without faith, it is impossible to please the Most High, man. So without that faith, without that, that trust and belief in how about outside, especially in the times that we're coming into, Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, World War III right around the corner. Hey, you need that faith, man. Because if you have that faith and you hold fast to it, hey, guess what? You're gonna receive the things that you were talking about this whole lesson, man. You're gonna receive those things, man. Only those that have that gift of faith and that hold fast to it, in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, those are the ones that are gonna be in the kingdom, man. Nobody else,
Yeah. Hold on.
It says, verse 36, for ye have need of patience,
right?
That after ye have done the will of Yahweh Shai, ye might receive the promise.
Right, man. Receiving that promise, man. that promise is the kingdom, man. And everything that comes with the kingdom, man. Men, multiple fucking women, man. Authority, man. Being able to have authority over your woman. You women, the brothers is bringing out how the women, hey, you're not gonna be, and not the brother, but the brother you were watching, yeah, man. Talking about how what, man? Our women, our Israelite women, they're gonna be carried around, man. Their feet's not gonna touch the ground, man. They're gonna be worshipped like that, man. Our women, hey, you're gonna be your hair, your smell, your body, it's all gonna come back, man. Or you're not gonna have to go get weaved. You're not gonna have to go get your nails done. Everything about you is gonna be perfect, man. Your body's gonna be perfect. You ain't gonna have to get all this smelly shit to smell good. No, you just smell good.
And for a lot of J women that see this, when the brother said, that you can be worshipped, that's not saying like, people are gonna like praise you more than the Most High.
No. Yeah.
Just,
I know what you simple ass fucking
Jake
Jakes,
will come
man.
on, the women will be like, oh, I'm gonna get worshipped. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about the heathens. As the heathens are gonna worship us, man. You give us praise and fame in every land.
Right.
If the man tells you to go sit your ass down, you're gonna go sit your ass down.
For that order.
Right. But even then, you're just as the man is gonna have slaves, the women are gonna have slaves too, man. So hey, your slaves, they're gonna praise you, man. You're gonna if you tell your slaves, hey, pick me up, I don't want to walk. Hey, guess what? You're gonna be picked up, and there you're not gonna walk.
The nation that will not serve you shall be utterly wasted. If
Right,
they
man.
want to do it, they're gonna get erased.
Erased, you know. So hey, you know, don't get simple. Don't get simple
Right
and
on
think that
first.
we're trying to tell you that the so-called black woman is that the man is gonna worship the ground that she walks on. No, that's not how it's gonna work. There's order to everything. You're gonna be worshiping your man. You know, you're gonna be reverencing the man that you are with. You know, whether he has 1,000 women or not. You know, if you're one of them 1,000, hey, guess what? You should be grateful. You know that you're not being burnt the fuck up. Man. You know. But hey, that's for a whole nother lesson, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna be praised, man. You know, right? We're not gonna be in that fucking shitty ass fucking state, man. You know, all this shit's getting done away with, man. We can't fucking wait, man. And, even though we're out here, coming out here doing this, preaching the words we have outside. We're out here, letting our people know, of this beautiful gospel. Hey, yeah, we want to come out here, in order to be able to receive the kingdom. But hey, we can't wait until we ain't got to teach our neighbor no more. Yeah, because at that point, hey, guess what? When we ain't got to teach our neighbor no more, that means we made it.
And right now, the elect will be working to get the rest.
Right.
A lot of Jacob resting just to get destroyed.
Right.
That's why I should say, woe unto you that be at ease in Zion. We should not be at ease. There should a day should not pass that you're not praying to Yahweh Shai, and that you're not, indulging in things that benefit you spiritually to your walk. And examining yourself is a huge one as well, man. That's something that always gets talked about by me and the brothers in the spirit, other brothers as well.
You should be asking yourself, what am I gonna do for Yahweh Shai today?
Every day
that I didn't do yesterday.
What can I do better?
Yep.
What can I work on? You gotta be looking at yourself like this. At the end of the day, you have to be your biggest critic.
Yeah.
Because not even the brothers that are around you, they can help you and point things out when they're around you, but you're not always gonna be around the brothers sometimes. You might be at work, you might go do something, kind of business, whatever it is. You always have to make sure that you're paying attention to yourself as well, because we want to receive these things.
You gotta always examine yourself.
Right, man. But scripture tell you to examine yourself, man, whether that be in the faith or not. Man. But going into our book, we have an example of that, man. Going into Daniel. Daniel chapter 10, verse 12. Daniel was called a wise man because he chastised himself. He examined himself and said, you know what? I'm not doing what I need to do. And it looks like, things already started to fuck up.
Let's spin that out and then we'll close it out.
Yeah, man.
No, in Hebrews, still going?
Yeah, still going.
Okay. 10 and 30, start.
Hebrews 10:36 says, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done will of Yahweh Hashem Shai, ye might receive the promise.
Right.
For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come,
Right.
and will not tarry.
How Shai is going to come, man. That's something that we have to look forward to. How Shai is going to come.
He even said, if I go and prepare before you, I will come again and receive you into my. He's coming to receive the elect. He's coming to deliver his elect. 144,000 men, women, and children. Destroy 2/3 of our people. He's so even with parts of the nation.
You seen that change? It was just stringy, now it's not stringy. Oh, you see that? Right. Call the lawyer, how about bro? Oh wow, you seen it go from stringy to non-stringy, and now it's not moving. Now it's going back that way. That's scary, how about call the lawyer, how about man?
It's standing still. Now that we've seen it, stop moving.
Whoa. Wow. Call a lawyer, how about outside, bro? Ooh. That's a charity, how about outside right before our fucking eyes. And it's white, man. Pure white. Wow. Oh, Lord, Yahweh. Lord, wow, man. Wow, that's it's going up, it's going down. Wow. Oh, Lord, Yahweh. Oh, Lord, Yahweh. Wow. Rock, Yahweh outside. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. If that motherfucker, there's no fucking way. That cherry how about you outside, man? It's all morphing and shit. Look at that. Whoa. No way. Look, it's going up. No. Oh, Lord, how about you outside? Oh, Lord, wow. Middle of camp. Wow. Oh, Lord, how about you outside? There's wind blowing, man. Why would you stand in one place, man? That's scary. How about you outside? Call hello, you how about you outside? Rock City, how about you outside? Oh, Lord, Rock City, how about you outside, man? Wow. 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 Oh, Lord, I came out of nowhere, man. I literally turned and I seen it, and it was like a long fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was thinking of it. Oh, man. Hey, call Lord, how about you outside, man? It was right in the face, man. I don't know that's what it's not. Wow. Wow. It really more straight up, straight up. The wind is going this way. Why is it going straight up? You know what I mean? How about God? It's not working no more. Oh Lord, how about oh Lord, how about oh God, how about outside? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. God, y'all about outside. Why do y'all about outside for so much? Wow. Oh Lord, outside. Wow. Stop morphing. Stop morphing. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's why at first I was like, that metro. Oh, it's going straight up. Wow. Call for law. Yeah, so much outside, man. The law outside. Yeah, you able to zoom in on it? Oh Lord, and that's crazy. We just brought that scripture. He that will come will come. Yeah, just said that right. Hey, Lord, you outside, man.
Lord,
You
you
going
outside.
home, man.
Go
Home, man. Get the fuck, man. We getting the fuck out of here.
Hell, out of here.
Read that again. What is up on that, man?
Yeah.
Read it out.
Wow.
37. This is Hebrews 10, verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry.
Right, man. Yahweh Shai is on the way, man. Lord willing to live for us and continue to strive for righteousness, continue to serve him to the best of our abilities and spirit. To be fair, this camp is edifying to you, brothers and sisters that tune into the Spirit of the Lord. All right, Lord willing, we'll be out here again, man. The prophesy downfall is bit. Lord willing, get out of here soon. All right, so again, before we in this lesson, we give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashim
Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teacher. Shalom to the brothers out there pushing the truth and all righteousness and sincerity. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad. Be grafted into the obedience of this truth and spirit faith. Say,
Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and Abba,
Shalom. Keep the faith, man.
The time is 1:44.
Oh, wow.
The time is 1:44.
No! Hey! It's right there. Look at it going this way. It's like right over our heads now.
Wow.
We ended at 144.
No, I'm saying the time. The time is 1:44.
That's what I'm saying. We ended at 144.
Oh yeah.
Ah, fuck, you can't end it, huh? There's no, the little thing that you charge in your car where you put the little thing in? I didn't see it in there.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. Shit keeps fucking appearing from the car, so. Damn, won't end the stream.
Yeah, do you got hotspot on your phone?